Hey guys, I'm back again with yet another automation, and this automation technique is going to help you in keeping your email marketing tool managed and organized. So specifically, I'm going to show you how you can add subscribers in Mailchimp automatically on approving form responses. So guys, email marketing is a great way for connecting with your audience, and Mailchimp is a great tool, but here's the catch. Manually adding subscribers in Mailchimp can be really time consuming and challenging, especially if you have a growing community. So if you're getting subscribers or leads from your website, you can just approve the details of the subscribers or leads in your base in a table, and after that this workflow is going to send the subscribers data into Mailchimp automatically, and you do not have to know any coding or programming for setting up this automation. You can do it really simply. Let me show you how. To set up this automation, we are using an integration and automation tool which is Pabbly Connect, and this is the landing page of Pabbly Connect, and you can find the link of this landing page in the description as well. From here you can sign up for free and you will get free automation tasks every month. So sign up right now from the given link, and after that sign in and select Pabbly Connect product, and you will reach the dashboard. From here, click on this create workflow button. Here you can provide a suitable name to your workflow as well. So let me give a name here. So guys, I have given the name here, add Mailchimp subscriber on approving form response, and here I am clicking on create button, and you can see the workflow page is loading up here. And on this page guys, you will find these two modules which are the basic building blocks of our automation, the trigger and the action. So trigger is that event which starts the workflow, and the action is the automated response of the trigger. In our use case guys, we are getting leads or subscribers from a form that we have on our website. Okay, and I'm using my WordPress website, and I have created a form using Elementor plugin. Okay, so in the trigger, when you click, it will ask to choose your application. So I'm going to choose Elementor as the trigger application. So search for Elementor here. Okay, so getting a form submitted via Elementor is going to trigger the workflow, and after that we want that the data of the form submission will be saved in my base in a table. Okay, so that will be the action, okay, of the trigger. So select the trigger event as new form submission. All right, and here you can see it has given us this webhook URL. So with the help of this and following these instructions, we are going to create a connection with our form, and after that we are going to capture the response of that connection. Okay, so let's follow the instructions. So guys, I have opened the editor of my Elementor form, you can see, and this is a small form I have created, and when I'm going to click on any element of the form, on the left hand side panel you can see we have this content section. Under content section, when you scroll down, you will find this actions after submit option. Okay, under action after submit you will find this field add actions. Here you have to add an action which is called webhook. Add webhook here as an action, and when you add it, this webhook field will appear here after that. Okay, and in this webhook section, when you open it, it will ask for a webhook URL to be entered here. Okay, so here you have to paste this URL that you got here. So just click on copy from here. Okay, and you have to paste it here under the webhook URL field like this. Now you have to click on update and update the form. Okay, so the form is updated, and here you can see as we have copied the URL, it started showing waiting for the webhook's response. This means now we can perform a test submission. Test submission means guys, now I'm going to open the form in an incognito window, and I'm going to manually fill that form with some test data. Okay, and that data will be fetched here as I'm going to submit it in the response section, and that will act as a test data for us to set up the automation further. So let me just open this form here in a new incognito window. Alright, and let me fill in the details of this form, as I'm filling the name here as test name, and let me enter the email address. So I have entered the email address as well, and here I am clicking on next button. Here it is asking for the phone number. So let me provide a phone number, and here it is asking for a message. So let me just type a test message, okay, as a message. And here I am clicking on submit button, and you can see the form is getting submitted. Okay, so you can see it is written here, the submission was successful, right? Now let me go back to my workflow and see if we got the response captured. And here you can see we have received the response here like this, okay, and in this response you can see the details I have submitted in the form. Now guys, after getting the data here, I want to save this data in my base that I have in Airtable. So Airtable is a great spreadsheet software, spreadsheet cum database platform. Here you can create such kind of databases that I have created. This is a database I have created named as new signups, okay, and these are the details I want to save. Basically I am saving only two things here, the name and email address of the person whose data we are getting, and here I have this third column in which I am going to approve or disapprove the data. By clicking on this field, you can see I have approved or not approved option, okay, and as I am going to get the I give the approval here, then only I want to add the person as a subscriber in Mailchimp, otherwise not. So first of all, let me just get the data here first. For that guys, I'm going to use the action. So the action after getting the form submission would be to send the data to getting the approval in Airtable's base. So search Airtable as your action application. Select the action event as create record. Click on connect button. From here select add new connection, and here it will ask to fill the token, and to get the token of personal access you need to go to the developer hub of Airtable, okay, and follow these instructions written here. Let me show you that. This is Airtable. Here when I'm clicking on the profile icon, you can see the developer hub option here. You can open it, and here under this page you can click on this create new token option to create a new access token. Here I am providing the name to this token as access. Then click on add a scope button. From here you have to select all the scopes: data record read, data record comments read, okay, data records write, comment write. Then we have schema based options, select this, okay, and finally you have to select this webhook manage scope, okay. So these are the scopes that we need to select. Then you have to scroll down here and then click on add a base button, and from here you can select, if you want to select some particular bases you can select it from here. Right now I'm selecting all the current and the future bases, okay. So when you select all the things, click on create token, and this token is going to give our workflow the access to all the scopes and the workspaces. So I have copied the token, click on done, and paste the token here inside this field like this, and then click on save, and you will be connected with Airtable. So we are now connected, and here it is asking to select the base ID. So when you click here, it will show you the list of all the bases you have. My base's name is this one, new signups. So I'm going to just search for it, new sign up. Here it is, I am selecting it. Then it will ask for the table ID. So I have only one table here named as table 1. So it will show up here like this, auto populated. Here now it is asking for these details: name, email, and the approval. So I do not want to fill the approval thing right now, so I'm just going to toggle this map button to on here, and then I'm going to erase this field so it will remain blank. For these two things I'm going to use my previous steps or the trigger step. So here when I'm clicking on name field, the previous Elementor step is appearing here like this, and when you click on it you can see the data right here, and this is the same data that we have received here. Okay, so to map it, just click here, and from the first step map the name, similarly map the email, okay, Now leave the approval field blank and click on save and send test request button. Alright, so this is the response we got here. This means we have received the data in Airtable. Let us see, and here you can see I got a new row added here, and you can see the name is here and the email address is also here. Now guys, let's say in real time, when I get the data, I take some time to check the table and approve the data. I have many tasks at my disposal, so I can take up to 24 hours to see the base and approve the data. So I want this workflow to wait for 24 hours after this action, and then continue the automation when I approve the data. So here I'm going to click on the action plus icon to add another action step, and here I'm going to use delay module by Pabbly Connect, which is going to halt this workflow for some time. So select delay option, and here it is asking how much delay you want to put in the workflow. So select delay for option, and here you can select minutes or hours. So I'm selecting hours, and I'm going to put the delay of, let's say, 12 hours. Okay, I can see the data in 12 hours, within 12 hours, and approve or disapprove it. So here this workflow is going to wait for 12 hours. I'm clicking on save and send test request button, and here you can see message, the workflow is delayed for 12 hours. After 12 hours, it is going to check back again this base, and it is going to see if the data is approved or not. So guys, to see that, just click here on this plus icon, and I'm going to connect with Airtable again. Now to see the data, we need to fetch the data, and using get record action event. Select get record, click on connect button. Alright, so we are already connected with Airtable. Now you can use the same connection by selecting existing connection option and click on save, and you do not have to fill the access token again, and you can use the same connection. Here it is asking for the base's name again. Select the base's name as new signups, then the table name. Okay, it is auto populated, and here it is asking for the record ID. So guys, I have received the record ID here in the previous step. You can see here when I have created the record in Airtable, in the response we have received this record ID label. Okay, so now I'm going to use this record ID label, and I'm going to map it here in this step. So toggle this map button to on, then erase this field. Okay, and here from the second step, map the record ID. Okay, now you can click on save and send test request button to get the data. So I'm clicking here, and here you can see now we got the data. Okay, and here it is not showing us the approval column. That's because I didn't approved it yet. Let me just do it. Now let's say I'm approving this. I'm selecting approved. Okay, now let me click on save and send test request one more time. Now you can see guys, we got this approval column, and here it is showing approved. And when it gets approved, we want to add it to the Mailchimp. Okay, so guys, first of all, I'm going to ensure that we are adding only approved people to Mailchimp. For that, I'm going to click here on this plus icon, and I'm going to apply a filter here, which is going to add only approved people or approved data. So select filter option here, and here it is asking select your label, select the filter type, and put a value here. So with the help of this, you can select any previous steps label. So I'm going to select this field's approval label here by clicking on it. From the last step, just select the approval label. Okay, then make the filter type equals to, and the value I'm just going to type this approved as it is, as we have received here, as it is. Okay, so this means guys, this workflow is going to check if this fields is equal to this value, then only continue the workflow, otherwise it is going to stop. Okay, this means for not approved values, it is not going to send the data. So click on save and send test request button, and here you can see guys, it is showing the condition is true. This means the workflow will continue, and what it will do, just click here on this plus icon, and now it is time to connect with Mailchimp. or any other email marketing tool that you're using, and the action event would be add member. So here we are going to select add new member with custom fields. Okay, now click on connect button. From here select add new connection. Here it is asking for the API key or token of Mailchimp account, so you can just read the instructions. From the profile icon extra section you can get the key, and for the data center you can just open your Mailchimp account, and from the top search bar you can see here after the leading HTTP address and before .admin.mailchimp.com you can see this US6. This is called as the data center name. You can just copy this thing and paste it here like this. And here you can see I'm under the profile section, and from this extras option click on it and you will find the API keys option. Click on it to get the API key. And here guys you can just create a new key. Here you can see I have already created many keys, so I am clicking on create new key button. Here you can give a name to this key, okay, like this. Then click on generate key. Okay, so here's how you can get the key. Just copy the key from here. Okay, it is copied. Then click on done and paste it here in the token field, and then click on save, and you will be connected with Mailchimp. Right, so here guys, then it will ask to choose the audience list. So I have only one audience list named as Pabbly Connect, so I'm selecting that, and here it is asking for the email address of the subscriber or the member, so I'm going to map it from the previous steps. So you just have to click here, and from the first step only you can map the email address. Okay, you can provide a tag if you want. So you can select the status as subscribed. Here it is asking for the first name, last name, so I'm going to map it from the first step. Okay, map mobile number as well. Okay, so guys, after mapping all the data, you can check your connection with Mailchimp by clicking on save and send test request button, and a new contact will be added here as a subscriber in Mailchimp. So right now we have 3 contacts, you can see, and let me just click on save and send test request button here, and let's see what happens. Okay, so this is the response we got here. So let us see in the Mailchimp. I'm going to refresh the page, and here you can see guys, we got a new subscriber added, number 4, named as test name, the mobile number, and here you can see the status is also, it is showing subscribed. Okay, so this is how it is going to work guys. So we are done setting up this automation, and you have to set up it only once. After that it is going to work automatically whenever you are going to get a form submission via Elementor form on your website. The data will be sent to Airtable, and the workflow is going to wait until you approve the data, and as you are going to approve, the approved data only will be sent to the Mailchimp as subscribers. And I'm going to paste the link of this workflow in the description so that you can clone this workflow in your own free Pabbly Connect account and start using this automation instantly. Guys, thank you so much for watching our video, and please let us know how our automation ideas are helping you in the comment section. And if you have any queries related to this application, please ask your queries from this forum link, and do check the pricing of this application from this link. And guys, we are open to ideas. If you want us that we should make videos on other aspects of your business, please do let us know in the comment section. And if you like our work, please subscribe to our channel.